On today's Today in History, I'll start with a riddle, as usual. Here it is. This country achieved its independence on this day with a near eponymous president. Can you guess which country that is? Keep watching and all will be revealed. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sotonye Mama. If you're a subscriber, thanks for dropping by once again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're a returning visitor, thanks for your support as well. Thanks for dropping by once again. Why not subscribe so that you receive updates of my video uploads? If you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. In this channel, I share important events that have happened today in history with a view to educating, entertaining, and also that we look to these historical events as a pointer to avert problems that might emerge in the future. Because, as the saying goes, history tends to repeat itself. So if we can avert potential or avert disaster by looking to the past, seeing the parallels from the past, so we can make changes to prevent problems in the future. Okay, so on that note, that wasn't very eloquent, was it? But yeah, I'm sure you get the drift. On that note, we'll get cracking with today's Today in History by rolling back the blind, and we're going back to the year 1863. On this day in 1863, this man here, his name is Edvard Munch. He is, or was, should I say, a Norwegian artist. He was born in Loten, Norway. So, as usual, I'll show you some of his works of art. By the way, this is a self-portrait of the artist Edvard Munch, or Edvard Munch. Not sure what the pronunciation is. Guys, if you're Norwegian, you're watching this, is it Munch or Monk? Anyway, so that's the self-portrait by Edvard Munch. As usual, I'm going to show you some more paintings. Well, one more actually. The one that made him famous. His most famous painting, should I say. It's a bit of both actually. So, check this out. Okay, so that's one of his paintings. Yeah, I managed to find. But this is not the most famous of his works. That's coming up in a bit. Yeah, so that's his most famous painting called The Scream. Okay, so that's a picture, obviously, of Edvard Munch looking at the painting that made him famous. Again, it's called The Scream, and I'm going to just read give you a bit of an insight into this painting called The Scream. Now, The Scream is a popular name given to a composition created by Norwegian Expressionist artist Edvard Munch. This painting was made in 1893. The original German title given by Munch to his work was De Schrei, so Schrei, I think, S-C-H-R-E-I. So Der Schrei der Natur. In English, The Scream of Nature. And the Norwegian title is Skrik. It is Shriek in English. The agonized face in a painting has become one of the most iconic images of art, seen as symbolizing the anxiety of the human condition. So obviously you can see the anxiety, the agony in the face of the man or woman in this picture screaming. I think it's kind of poignant for today. It reminds us of what's going on around us in the world today with the COVID pandemic. There's fear and uncertainty around the world. There's a vaccine now, but a huge percentage. My guess is probably nearly half of the population. Some data came out a few days ago in the UK, which the data was suggesting that 18% of the UK population will not take the jab. I think it's a bit more than that, So anyway, so just remind us, talking about history repeating itself, and my thoughts are the jab is probably safe. I'm still 60-40 on that. But as more information is made available, as thousands and thousands of people take their jabs, we'll see what the outcome is a few weeks and a few months down the line. The worry for a lot of people, a lot of intelligent people, is that we don't know what the effect of this jab is going to be in 5, 10, 20 years' time. So, I mean, if you are an expert in these things, drop a comment in the comment section. The speed at which this vaccine was created as well. These vaccines typically take years and years to create, and this was ready in less than a year, essentially, the Pfizer vaccine. So anyway, let's move swiftly on now so that we don't dwell on this for too long. But it's something to think about, because we all want to be safe and feel safe as well. Okay, so let's move on to the year 1821. So what's happened on this day? Gustave Flaubert was born. That's him there, pictured there. He was a novelist and a leading figure in the realist school of French literature, best known for his masterpiece, Madame Bovary. So Gustave Flaubert, novelist and a leading figure in the realist school of French literature, best known for his masterpiece, a book called Madame Bovary. Yeah, I remember that from my parents' library, thousands of miles away in my village in Nigeria. So yeah, that's a book that stands out, which I'd never read. And interestingly, when I was studying history of art and architecture in Edinburgh, 15 years ago, Flaubert was mentioned as well, but yeah, I didn't pay much attention. Unfortunately, I just thought it was a bit too philosophical for me, I guess. I'm a bit more practical with these things. Anyway, so that's Flaubert, Gustave Flaubert, born on this day in 1821. Let's move on to the year 1872. This was the day that the patent was granted to G.F. Grant, African-American inventor. He patented the Golf Tee, as you can see, pictured in this picture. So the picture of him and obviously the Golf Tee, illustration of the Golf Tee. So this is a guy who invented the Golf Tee, had his patent granted on this day in 1872. 1945, we're in Jamaica, and this is Portia Simpson Miller, first female Prime Minister of Jamaica. She was born on this day. Dion Warwick, born in 1940. A bit anachronistic here, forgive me. She is 80 years old today. Happy birthday, Dionne Warwick. 5-time Grammy Award winning singer. Dionne Warwick was born in East Orange, New Jersey. She is most well known for her hits Don't Make Me Over, Walk On By, Dun 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 Dun, theme from Valley of the Dolls, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, I'll Never Love This Way Again, and her signature tune, Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. Obviously, I don't know the words to this song, so I'm just humming. Forgive me. Okay, so that's a beautiful Dionne Warwick, a classy, elegant Dionne Warwick, who celebrates her 80th birthday today, 12th of December. Happy birthday, Dionne Warwick. Grover Washington was born on this day, The year was 1943. Grover Washington Jr. was his full name. He was a jazz saxophonist. Born in Buffalo, New York, he is most well known for his compositions. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. That's a great song. The other song was Mr. Magic. Also, he died in 1999 after suffering a heart attack. Sadly, died at a young age of 56. Grover Washington, born on this day in 1943. Frank Sinatra was also born on this day, believe it or not. That's the type of Frank Sinatra, American popular singer, who also achieved wide success as a film actor. He was born in Hoboken, New Jersey. The year again was in 1915. 1963. This is the leader, the person who I alluded to at the beginning. His name is Jomo Kenyatta, and of course the country is Kenya. So a near eponymous name. So this is Jomo Kenyatta. And on this day, his country Kenya achieved independence from Great Britain, and he became Kenya's first prime minister. So Kenyatta's Kenya. 1995. On this day, Willie Brown, pictured here, defeats incumbent mayor Frank Jordan to become the first African American mayor of San Francisco. Then the year was 1995. 25 years ago, believe it or not, how time flies. Next, in the year 2015, and this is the last but not least, on this day, a landmark climate change agreement was reached at the United Nations conference in Paris, as 195 countries agreed to limit greenhouse gas emissions. The accord effectively replaced the Kyoto Protocol. On that note, guys, we have come to the end of today's Today in History. My name again is Sotonye Afiesima. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you were entertained, kind of, hope I wasn't sounding too boring. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for your support. If you haven't liked, like, share, and subscribe. And I shall see you tomorrow, December 13th, for another edition of Today in History. Stay safe, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.